What's up there guys, this is Cobb, and in this video I want to take some time out for some real talk. We're going to be talking about something that I usually avoid talking about with you guys, and that is YouTube ad revenue and the all new YouTube Red. Like I said, these are usually topics that I avoid talking about, but in the interest of being honest with you guys and keeping you informed on what's happening, I feel like it's high time that we get this video out there, especially with YouTube Red now being a thing that has a lot of content creators worried, including me. So first of all, as much as YouTube and creating the videos it's kind of an obsessive passion to me, it is also my job. Alongside Twitch and Patreon support, it's how I earn my living. Some people like to accuse it of not being a real job, or say that it's just playing games for a living. That's insanely annoying to listen to, but I'm not going to address that here other than saying, you know, I absolutely do work hard at what I do, and I have done since the channel was partnered 3 years ago. Now, it's insane to think that it's actually been 3 years. I still remember the day that the channel was partnered, and I walked into my town's job centre and signed the fuck off the benefit system. It was just the greatest feeling ever, definitely one of the proudest that I've ever felt. Now, we're going back here to when the channel was on around 5,000 subscribers. And at the end of the month, I got my first virtual paycheck from YouTube. Now, I was set at around £200. That's around $300 or 280 euros for a month of YouTubing. And I didn't give a damn, you know, I was living with Sophie in her parents' place, just paying lodge money, pretty much, so I didn't need anything more than what I was getting. 200 quid wasn't much, but at least I was working for it. Now, before we go on, we've got to remember how YouTube channels like mine actually make money. It's essentially from the advertisements that play before, during, or after the videos that I upload. Advertisers pay YouTube to show their commercials, then YouTube puts these commercials on videos like mine, and then me and YouTube split the money paid by the advertiser. So when you get a commercial that pops up before one of my videos starts, you're allowing me to get paid something like 0.002 cent for that one view. It's not much, but it's what we get. And 3 years ago, when I was on 5,000 subscribers, I was managing to earn £200 a month that way. This is theoretically a great system. If I'm managing to earn 200 quid at 5,000 subscribers, just imagine how much someone with 50 or 70k subscribers is earning, right? Well, the thing is, times have changed a lot from when I first started out 3 years ago, and now it's time to talk about what is going wrong. Well, first of all, when advertisers pay to have their commercials shown on YouTube, on my videos, YouTube actually takes a 55% cut of this money just because they are supplying the medium. This is more of just an annoying fact for creators like me that some people don't realize until they themselves are partnered. Next up, we have Adblock. Again, I'm going to speed over this one because I'm sure a lot of you guys know the score already. If commercials are not being viewed on someone's YouTube channel, they are generating zero support from you watching their videos. And this is such a massive problem. It's a growing problem even today. And it's also kind of sad because a lot of people using Adblock don't even know the damage that they are doing to their favorite channels. I like to think that if there was more awareness about this one, more people would just be willing to sit through a 5-second skippable advert to watch content that somebody is providing to them entirely for free. But for now, it just is what it is, I guess. And lastly, possibly because of Adblock, the amount of money that advertisers are investing into YouTube commercials has been dropping every single year, and I'm actually going to show you guys my earnings analytics really soon. But to summarize, Adblock is constantly on the rise, meaning less monetized views. The views that are showing commercials are earning less and less all the time because advertisers aren't willing to invest as much as they used to. And the cherry on the top is that YouTube takes 55% of the cake, you know, regardless of what happens as their alleged fair share. So where are we today? After 3 years of consistently editing and uploading and networking, and doing my best to push myself for what I do, bearing in mind that I was making 200 quid a month at 5,000 subscribers, well, we're now at over 75,000 of you guys in this community, and we are still making 200 quid a month. And that is on a good month. Now, this channel is what I do. It's as much a part of me now as an arm or a leg, and I will literally never stop uploading here, but this is frightening to me. You can see by the earnings graphs on screen right now that the revenue was increasing to begin with, as it should have been, because I was getting more views and more subscribers and all that kind of stuff. The dream was real, and then it just started to drop, and not slowly either. You can actually see quite clearly where this year, 2015, begins, because the massive drop is so clear and so consistent, and we went from making around $18 or $20 a day to making around $7 or $8 a day from 1 month to the next, you know, a 60% decrease in pay without any warning at all. I hope that you guys can understand a bit better now why so many YouTubers, again myself included, have started up things like Patreon accounts or have just abandoned their YouTube channels to live stream on Twitch instead, which I'm never going to do personally, but For channels that are my size, YouTube is just kind of falling to shit as a viable source of income, and I can't even imagine how depressing this crap must be to channels with only 2 or 3 or 4K subscribers who have dreams of making a living from YouTube one day. I'm kind of established enough to find editing work on the side and other things to get by, but for a smaller YouTuber, the current climate is just stamping them into the dirt. Now, I really hope that this video isn't making me come across as if it's all about the money to me, you know, like I'm just in it for the money or something. If you do feel that way, you have to consider again that I've been working at this channel for 5 years now, 2 of which were completely unpartnered. And the remaining 3 I never once considered stopping because I felt like the payments were too low, and I'm still not considering it even now. Quitting just is not an option. But hey, this isn't even the end of it, because with YouTube Red, shit could get even worse. We just don't know, and that's kind of the scary part. YouTube Red allows people to watch videos but bypass the commercials altogether, kind of like a paid version of AdBlock. You pay $10 per month, I don't have to watch any commercials. The alleged plus side of this is that some of the $10 that you pay for YouTube Red goes to the channels that you watch. So what are the problems with this? Again, let's start with the fact that YouTube takes a 50% cut right off the bat. That leaves $5 to split between every single channel that a YouTube Red user watches over the course of an entire month. And this $5 is not split equally between all of these channels either. It's actually to be divided up based on the number of minutes watched on each channel. That means if a Red user only comes by my channel for the 4-minute BG montages, I'm gonna have a very, very bad time when he or she then spends the next few weeks watching hour-long playthroughs by the big YouTube juggernauts. How much of this $5 will smaller channels actually get to see? Will it work out the same, you know, as a monetized or commercial view anyway? We just don't know yet, and like I said, for people like me, that's just scary. One thing we can assume though from YouTube Red is that advertisers might be even less likely to invest their money into advertising on YouTube. Why would they want to pay their money into advertising on a platform that is giving users a way to skip their commercials altogether if they aren't already doing so with AdBlock? And this means that ad revenue for partner channels probably won't be improving anytime soon, and it might actually drop even lower as we move into next year. So what do we do about this? Because I know it doesn't affect many of you guys, you know, directly, but for a lot of channels that you watch, it is really hurting. Honestly, the first thing I would say is just stay away from YouTube Red. It just seems so unhealthy for content creators. It's basically a way for YouTube just to make a ton of money, while making no guarantees, you know, to the channels that are actually pumping out the videos. Instead of using YouTube Red and spending $10, 5 of which goes right to Google, you could just use AdBlock and set up a pledge of $4 or $5 a month on Patreon to your favorite YouTuber, and that way you skip the adverts, but you still help to support your favorite channel way more directly than you would if you were using YouTube Red. And I'm sure a ton of you guys get bored when I'm thanking people on Patreon at the end of the videos, but honestly, when just $5 is worth around 4,800 YouTube views, you know, in terms of revenue, can you really blame me? You know, $1 is a can of Pepsi or a bar of chocolate to most people, but to a YouTuber like me, $1 is 1,000 views. That's $1, and that's why I really do mean it when I tell you guys how much the support means. To think that if just 1 in 10 of you guys watching this were to pledge $1 per month on Patreon, you don't even know how that would change my life right now. And if you can't or don't want to support me, then please do try and support, you know, another YouTuber instead. I can't name them all, but Zwen the Windwalker, we've got Evelyn. I know that Hodded and Thyras actually have Patreon accounts as well, and your support really could blow them away like you don't even know. I want you guys to know though, while I'm at it, that I'm going to step it up on Patreon. You guys who do make this dream a reality on that page, I'm going to work at it more. I can always be doing better for you guys. Maybe we'll reveal unlisted videos on the channel a day or so before they're due for release. You know, we'll put them out on the Patreon timeline or something. Early viewings and stuff like that, because in making this video, I come to realize just how much I owe all of you patrons. Speaking directly to you guys now, we 100% would not be where we are today if it wasn't for your pledges. And now that you know what a catastrophe YouTube ad rev has become, I hope that you realize how much I mean it when I say thank you. I know, sell out, blah 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 blah, but you know, whatever. Anyway, ad revenue is terrible. YouTube Red sucks. Well, it might not suck, but it's looking like it will. Patreon update. I think that we covered about everything. Link to my Patreon page is always down below in the video description if you want to support the channel. And if you do, I'll be messaging you on there as soon as I can. But apart from that, I just want to thank all you guys for stopping by and listening to me put all of this stuff out there. I hope that you learned a thing or two about the current state of things. Back to the gaming videos right after this one, but for now, yeah, I'm just going to catch all you guys a tad bit later.